Hi, I'm Mark from MES English, and here today I'd like to talk to you about one of the new things I've added to the website, which are the online flashcards. And I created this set of program with flashcards on it, with the idea that originally teachers could, instead of printing large flashcards, use a tablet or you could use your PC with uh, whatever those things are called, projector. And anyway, originally the idea was that a teacher could maybe hold this with a small group. They could then go through the flashcards, hold it like this, that they could touch next and back if you can see those buttons. And they could also touch
An island.
the picture to hear it pronounced. It has the words, the text at the top. And again, you can flip through, you could go forward. Next one would be a lake, the moon. You can go back. And there is also a random button, so you could pull up a random card. We'll look more at what the features of this are. This video is meant to be firstly just an overview of the cards. Might make some videos later that go into the specifics of each individual section. But in any case, these also, like I said, these were made to be used in a live environment. But and I finished them back in April. However, we're now in the online environment with the coronavirus, and they can also be used, and I hope that you're able to use them online with people via Zoom or any other video conference. But let's get into the specific, before I ramble on too much, let's get into the specifics of the program. I'll show you sort of an up close and kind of talk you through the main features. Okay, let's talk a little bit about how we can access these and where these are on the website. If you go to MES English, and this, I'm sorry, we're already in the online flashcards section, but if you go to the home section and then you click online flashcards, you can kind of see it there, you will get this page, which is the online flashcard page. From here, you can see that there are a list of currently about 100, a little over 100 flashcard sets available right now. You can click on any of these, of course. We'll just go ahead and do Nature 1, which we're showing, and it will come up and it will load, as you see here, like this. And there is a full screen version, which unfortunately is not available for iOS mobile devices. However, you can still get the program, full, almost nearly full screen. If you want to zoom, you can zoom and make it slightly larger if that's better. In the program, you have the flashcard and you have the text at the top. And again, you have the next and back buttons to move. If I hit next, I'm going to the next one, a flower, grass, an island, okay? And at the top left, there are 3 bars here, our menu, which you can touch, and then you have quite a few choices of ways to present your cards. You can turn on and off the audio. You can turn on and off the text, and you can also shuffle the order. Let's go back slightly. I'm going to close this menu, and you can see at the top there is the island, and if I touch the card, which you can't really see now, but if I touch the card, you will hear it pronounced.
An island. An island.
Okay, so you can hear me. Sometimes it's my kids, sometimes it's my wife, but I try to give you different voices, sometimes with different flashcard sets too, so that it is not so boring you're always hearing me. So if I go back to the menu, I can turn, of course, off the text, close the menu, and we can see the text is now gone. We flip through, we can go back, And again, there's no text. You can also turn off the audio on that. And trust me, we'll turn it off. It doesn't say anything. The other function here is the order. The flashcards are usually in alphabetical order, not always. Some of the sets, for example, adjectives, I think it's better to present them instead of alphabetical order. It might be better to have big and little next to each other than fast and slow, rather than have it in alphabetical order. Anyway, I present it as ABC. However, it really is MES order. Let's call it that. You can, however, if you don't want that, or you want a bit of randomness through your cards, you can change it and click on this button, Shuffle. Okay, and if you click Shuffle, at that point, it's not going to be flower, grass. If I click the next button, which I will do, you get lake, a rainbow, the moon. So the cards come up in a random order. That may be useful to you if you're using them to play a game, or you just want to quiz the children quickly. And of course, the random button always will just pull up a random card. However, the order, when you hit Shuffle, the order will remain the same if you don't change anything. If we go back to the menu, okay, and we can click Shuffle again, and it will then reshuffle the cards. For example, we're back to flower, back to lake. Lake. Well, I don't remember what was the next. But again, see, we now have the sun, the rock, a cloud. Let's hit Shuffle again, see what we get. A mountain, the sun. Okay, so it's not sun, rock, cloud. It's now sun, island, river, for example. And that's the main features of the cards themselves. I will make a separate video that goes into these lower sections, which are games that you can play, quick games you can play, and the deck of cards. However, just for complete sort of showing you what they are, there are two games. These would be student-focused games. So the students could use these, or you could use them with the students. They're pretty clear if you touch them. The deck of cards is something that maybe needs explanation. So let me touch the deck of cards with images, and we come to this screen here. This screen, then, if you touch the deck of cards, or you touch the text deal cards, either one will bring up the cards like this. And these will be random. The cards don't have any audio with them. I've designed these to possibly be a way to get rid of the small game cards if you don't want to use those. And also in the online environment, we cannot use, obviously, the small game cards with the students. However, we can use these cards. And I like to have the students in general, in a live environment, draw cards, use cards, ask questions with the cards. So they can do the same. If I touch one of them, for example, the top left card, it will pull up the card, come to the center, and we could discuss it, ask a question about it. For example, what's this? It's an island. I'm sorry, it's not an island. It's the beach. If you touch the card again, it will return. Okay, and if you touch, again, any other card, the bottom right card, for example, you will get a lake. And we can discuss it. We can, again, ask a question about it. We could use this in a bingo type environment. Okay, and then if you click the X, it'll ask you, do you want to stop and return to the flashcards? Yes, I do. Okay, and I'm back to my flashcards here. And just as one other feature that I want to do in this video quickly is to show you that if you scroll down the page, you will see that there are printables for these flashcards right now. Currently, the new flashcards are only available as online flashcards, and I'm going to work on getting the printed versions up as quickly as possible. But if you click on a handout, it will generate for you this handout, which you can print. You can use the print button at the top, which may not be available for mobile, but you could use your page print options. So that is your handout. Sorry, and let me return to where we were. Okay, and you can also generate bingo cards as well. If I touch bingo cards, it will come up with these bingo cards here. Again, you are going to need to use your browser print function, especially if you're on a mobile device. If you're on a desktop, you should get a menu at the top that gives you a print button, and you can print these. So for now, you can use the online large flashcards with your students, and if you need small game cards, we can use that deck of cards feature in the menu, and we can also print bingo cards, and you can also just pull up bingo cards on your screen if you like. Okay, all right, so that was basically how the program works, and I don't want to, again, make this any longer than it needs to be. I will go over some of the other features, again, the games, and how to use the deck of cards more in teaching and with your students. But in general, that is the new system that I'm trying to work on. And if you have any feedback, if you've used these, if something is helpful, you like it, if something is difficult or hard to use, or you have an idea or suggestion for features that I should add, absolutely let me know. I'll be working on this throughout the rest of 2020, the fall and the winter, trying to improve the program. And so any features or suggestions you might have would be great now. And also I will be adding more sets. My goal is to eventually load all of the new sets which I have, which would bring us up to about 140 topics, 140 card sets available for teachers online. Anyway, I hope that this video was helpful, and I hope that you got the cards and the online program itself are helpful. And again, would love to hear back from you. I hope you guys have a fantastic day.